guys, I just learned about ethical eating. It's very important.
What's that?
Well, one thing we can do is to stop eating meat.
Why? Because we love animals?
There are other reasons too, right, Jason?
Yeah, Grandma says it's also because we love Mother Earth. And raising so many animals for us to eat is really bad for our planet.
You mean for global warming?
And climate change?
Yes, but it affects the land and other creatures living here. And our air quality and water supply too.
I didn't know.
And Grandma says that most of the crops we grow are fed to the animals we eat.
So it's like we're eating double?
If we stopped eating meat, we could grow less and feed the hungry too.
That's true.
Yes! And you know what? Eating grains, beans, vegetables, and fruit is really good for you. And eating meat is not so good.
The main thing is to make conscious and responsible choices about what you eat.
We should learn more about ethical eating.
Yeah, let's Google it.
And pledge to join Ethical Eating Day on January 11th. You kids are our future.
Let's be vegetarian.
Vegetarian!
Let's make a better tomorrow. Let's start today. Together we'll find a way. It seems we all know the answer. We can begin. We have the power within. You know it's time we take a look at how we treat each other. Everyone we know is a sister or a brother. This time we'll make a difference, 'cause we understand. It's time to reach out and take someone's hand. Let's lead with love. Let's lead with love. Our hearts will sing out loud when we lead with love.
Let's all talk to each other. I'll be your cornerstone. You'll make me strong. Just like a father or mother will always forgive, teaching right from wrong. Be there for one another. We'll never feel alone. We can always forgive. We must always atone.
When you wipe away the tears from just one face,
You'll save the whole human race.
the whole human race.
Let's lead with love. Let's lead with love. Our hearts will sing out loud when we lead with love. Let's lead with love. Let's lead with love.
Let's sing together now. Nobody ever
Welcome to the Tzu Chi USA 2022 Giving Tuesday Charity Concert. I'm your host, Teresa Lee. Every year on Giving Tuesday, we celebrate the good work of nonprofit organizations around the world. And tonight, we're here to share what Tzu Chi USA has done in 2022 to help and uplift those suffering or in need. 2022 has not been a peaceful year. A war erupted in Ukraine, forcing millions to flee their homeland. Surging inflation and a looming global recession are shattering the economic security of households in the United States and worldwide. Natural disasters struck, leaving families coping with heavy loss and damage. Right now, at this very moment, people are suffering and need charity assistance from people who care and want to ease their distress. Let's embark on a journey to witness how Tzu Chi's responded to suffering and needs nationwide and across the Atlantic in Europe in 2022, bringing timely aid and moral support. We'll begin in Florida, where Hurricane Ian made landfall on September 28 and soon emerged as one of the most deadliest and destructive Atlantic hurricanes in U.S. history. Tzu Chi has already distributed more than $2.2 million in cash cards, providing direct and immediate aid to over 2,500 families that are affected by this catastrophe. Let's watch a video to learn more.
On September 28, 2022, Hurricane Ian swept through Florida, causing widespread damage and destruction.
We got 4 feet of water. People that stay here, the water was like almost through the chest.
The news were saying it's going to go to the Tampa area, and then within a couple hours it shifted more into the central area, and our families were not prepared. And then if you see the families that we live in, they live in trailers, mobile homes, that cannot withstand more than a 65, 70 wind.
So we used to have a whole roof right here, a whole porch, and it got torn off along with a piece of the roof up on our home as well.
And that's where my pump and everything in here, the storm bent that over. For us, drinking water is over here. It won't be a good idea can't even really drink in the water.
We had a massive amount of surge. Water inundated these structures. Our overall estimated damage on residential, just preliminary windshield assessments, we know it's better than $500 million.
From October 15 to November 5, Tzu Chi offers 7 cash card distributions. Through nearly 400 service counts, volunteers from across the U.S. provide over $2.2 million, benefiting 8,200 people.
We are here today to provide emergency relief cash distribution to the survivors of Hurricane Ian.
You're so welcome. Thank you for all that you guys do. We're so thankful.
志工呢，今天一大早就出发到这里来，我们希望就是说可以提供当地的这个居民呢一些协助，让他们可以安心安身。
It's nice to see communities, even from different countries. I've never experienced that before, but I graciously say thank you so much for all the help and support.
Each household that suffered severe damage receives an $800 to $1,200 cash card.
This card is $800.
With the help, we're trying to take care of the most immediate things, which would be food and cleaning supplies and things along that line.
Thank you very much.
They talk to you about what happened, they help you out, and they give you a gift card. It's a very good organization.
Thank you. What happened here, and we really want.
Thank you very much.
And teaching your kids how to save in the love.
Yes. During the hurricane, I get a phone call from my mom, and she's like, "No, we need to go." And I left, and honestly, I'm glad that I left because I didn't expect it was gonna hit this hard like it did. Okay. Just be careful. The only thing that happened here is water damage. My roof came in a little bit. The kids' clothes that I had to throw away, it's all garbage. I tried to tarp it, but like the way it just gets bigger and bigger and there's no. The help that I received is just, stuff to get like food, clothing, more water damage in my roof. All this is water damage as well. My necessity right now is trying to get my power up and Probably just fixing my roof so I can be able to at least start living in my house and start cleaning it up. We're blessed because in a hard situation, you encounter people that you never imagined. There is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you, Tzu Chi, for coming. Thank you for the gift you give of friendship, of teaching me what friendship is and what love is.
The prayer and the singing and the hope. But the second thing is the most important, is that we will pay this forward. I will do everything in my power, and if I can help in any way, and I will save my pennies and all of what I have, and I will pay it forward.
People do care and love one another, and that's what it's all about, helping one another. We'll get more people involved in organizations like this.
Tzu Chi concluded the emergency relief mission on November 5. This was only the start of disaster aid, as the road to full recovery is long. Tzu Chi's support will continue as needed.
Sadly, the regions devastated by Hurricane Ian were not the only parts of the United States impacted by natural disasters in 2022. The Midwest suffered its share of calamities. It may be difficult to fully comprehend the tremendous hardship after disaster and the long and challenging road to full recovery if one has not experienced it firsthand. Imagine your home gone, burned to the ground, or smashed to pieces by a tornado. Nothing left but memories and panic as you try to figure out your next step when everything seems utterly hopeless. One thing is sure, at times of crushing need like this, we all pray someone will come to help us, lifting us to stand back up and letting us know that we're not alone. And that's what our volunteers did when they rushed to the hardest hit areas, revealing how Tzu Chi's call to action involves being among the first to arrive. As we watch the following video about Midwest disaster relief efforts in 2022, let's reflect on the fact that disaster can strike anytime, anywhere, so preparedness and having the resources to respond are essential. After the video, Sun Hui, an award-winning player of the erhu, a traditional Chinese musical instrument, will play Love Heals the World, a piece that inspires her heart as she often volunteers during Tzu Chi's disaster relief missions. May the melody move your heart as well. Please know that your support on this Giving Tuesday is vital to all of Tzu Chi's missions.
A tornado strikes in Kentucky in December 2021.
We had a Category 4 tornado come through the town, wiped out about 75% of the town.
My home was destroyed completely, but we're hoping to be able to get a home started in the near future.
A tornado strikes in Michigan on May 20, 2022.
They said it's going to 32, and I said, oh my gosh, my house, my dog, my friends.
The fiberglass floating around in the sky got into my lungs, clogged up the lower half of my lungs.
A flood impacts Kentucky in July 2022.
The whole community was flooded, and a lot of people perished.
That flood was so great, caused Tony to end his life.
Tzu Chi volunteers arrive to provide cash cards and eco-blankets as disaster relief, bringing comfort and care to those affected.
There are several things that you'll be getting today, and first and foremost, it's a lot of love and care from everyone.
I received a $1,000 Visa card, a blanket, a scarf, and a lot of friendly faces.
It meant a lot to be able to speak with them and then to be able to bless them with those blankets. You are, bless that.
The money to buy the medicine.
$300, which is amazing because they need medicine and food and stuff too. So
It's just such good energy. Like, it just made me feel like people who don't even know me care, you know, and that's the best feeling in the world. I was like just feeling so hopeless and getting really depressed.
It's horrific in there. The mold smell, the food smell, everything is just like working in trash all day long. And they've been really generous and selfless to come in and help a total stranger. So it's amazing.
I had no home. Now we have nothing, and I'm 81 years old. For once since the flood, I feel happy that I was with this organization today because they helped me so much, spiritual and financial.
When people came, they really had no expectations of what was going to happen, and they were truly surprised at the generosity of your organization.
Following disasters in the Midwest from the end of 2021 to 2022, Tzu Chi assisted nearly 2,000 families, planting the seeds of love in their hearts by letting them know they're not alone.
Because of you wonderful people, that you're willing to give and to help us. So we thank you so much.
I'm grateful that you guys can do this. Very grateful. That'll help me get back up on my feet.
There's people like you guys that have been more than generous to come across, you know, just unexpectedly and help, which is really, really awesome, you know.
Makes me cry with gratitude and appreciation.
This is the first time I've cried.
Being human with passion and empathy. Thank you.
Aloha, my name is Sun Hui. I was an erhu instructor at Tzu Chi University when I was in college. And that was the first time I encountered with Tzu Chi Foundation. Since now and then, I have been collaborate, and doing some disaster relief for Tzu Chi Foundation, such as in Kentucky, where I did my PhD. And then also I've been to the journey to the South Africa. The song I'm going to play now that reminds me of the collaboration that I did with the South Africa volunteers. And between the US volunteers and South Africa volunteers, we have done a lot of great mission, a lot of good job together. I hope this song will inspire you as much as me.
A critical aspect of Tzu Chi's disaster response is that emergency relief is just the first step. Tzu Chi volunteers will follow up to see how care recipients are doing, bringing mid- and long-term care as required. At Tzu Chi USA, the motto is not only to be among the first to arrive to offer assistance, but also, ultimately, the last to leave. That is what we'll see in the next video, which takes us to the West Coast, where wildfires are a relentless occurrence from year to year. While the bootleg fire that impacted Southern Oregon occurred in August 2021, Tzu Chi volunteers have kept the families who lived in a small unincorporated town in one of the most affected areas in their hearts and minds. Watch and see.
Good morning, everybody. Friends, good morning. We are Tzu Chi Foundation, as you know, and we are so appreciate today you able to come here. We bring some water tanks for you and also bring some blankets for the winters. You can phone the 3 lines. Okay, thank you.
I called 911 and told them there was a fire up here.
We have a lot of fires here, so Leonard and I have actually fought a lot of small lightning fires ourselves.
Well, we was watching it, and I said, it is going to play hell.
The sheriff was up here. You got to get out of here now. I go, give me 15 minutes. I got to water my tomatoes.
It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was dark. I mean, just cold dark.
At 12:30 in the afternoon, it was pitch black. You had to have lights on to see in the house. I took the van with all the tools and the animals, and Leonard stayed. Sorry. It was pretty traumatic to go through this.
It was scary. And anybody that tells you that they ever faced something like that and weren't scared, they're damn fools.
Well, I just believe you were over there helping Jeff, and you weren't here, so God showed up. It saved our house, and I know because we have 150 acres and it's all black, except for this.
This is probably our 5th event. It's kind of get to know each other now. It's not only just a survivor, it's become the extended family. They call us a family. Good to see you. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm so happy to see you here. Those people who live in a mountain, they don't have a really physical address. Also, they don't have building code. That's the reason government, like FEMA, cannot help. But when there's a challenge, Tzu Chi is here. Do you think this in June, we find out they actually really need a water tank. Most of the water tank got burned down already. So today we have a 60 water tank relief to donate to the 60 families. To us, we just open the faucet and then water come out. Not in the mountain. Okay, they have to get the water put into the water tank. So this is really helping them save enough to survive.
My name's Mike Clark. Been up here 2 weeks before the fire. Just in time to watch everything burn. Today we're going to go get some water, but you got to clean our tanks first. If you have dirty water, you're going to get sick. Yeah, if you deal with city water, you don't have to do this. They got chlorine. I received a 275-gallon water tote. Oh, come on. Yeah, I use quite a bit of water, about 600 gallons a month. Oh, we're off to Les's, and he has his own well. Round trip is about an hour and a half. All right, Les. Ready? Yep. Do about 600 gallons, and we'll be here for about an hour and a half.
We're actually going to use ours for fire suppression.
We got a lot of digging to do, but that water tank's gonna set right here underground and have water all winter.
I haul my water in. I've been hauling it in for my animals and my garden and myself for all these years. So the water totes would be nice.
We just want to show our appreciation from all our volunteers around the world. And we appreciate you inspiring us. Give us this opportunity to come here in person to thank you. Be strong. Reveal your dream home.
I was a POW. I remember the days in cages. I preached to my troops that you can't give up.
The next stop on our Giving Tuesday journey will be Seattle, where to begin, we have a performance by the musical group Shining Star. The members of this ensemble are alumni or current students at the University of Washington, where they belong to the Tzu Chi Collegiate Association. The association is engaged in various social service activities such as street cleaning, winter clothing distributions, and more. They want to share their positivity and care about the community with you through music, hoping it will move you to support Tzu Chi's good work today. Then, we'll learn about a unique hunger relief program in Seattle. This initiative reveals how after receiving Tzu Chi's help, care recipients often feel the urge to carry the torch with love, further by helping their communities. Inspiring good deeds by awakening the heart is as much of Tzu Chi's missions as all the others. Because if our hearts all stir together, yearning to help shoulder the sorrow and pain of our brothers and sisters in this global family, imagine the world we could build. This story also illustrates how Tzu Chi volunteers strive to leave no one behind, seeking out vulnerable and sometimes neglected populations in the communities they serve and providing attentive and unconditional care. Let's listen to Shining Star and then watch.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Ling Ling. I play violin.
I'm Nat. I'm on the keyboard.
I'm Emma. I'm on guitar.
I'm Christina. I'm the drummer.
And we are Seattle Tzu Chi volunteers. Today the song that we are performing is called Shining Star. As young volunteers, each of us are like tiny stars. Many volunteers together can make a big impact in our communities, just like many stars can light up the night sky.
Even a tiny little star can be a guiding light in the dark. In the sky, full of stars, there is light in the deepest shadows. We light a flame of open love in all the hidden corners of the
Formerly incarcerated, 20 years, recently released 644 days ago. When you're released with $40 and the clothes on your back. That's it. No ID, no birth certificate, no social security card. I'm feeling really hopeless at this time and hungry. My probation officer says, hey, if you want to go to school, here's this card. Call South Seattle College, Mr. Garcia.
We have built this village intentionally since 1997-2000. We will assist you along the way. First 72 hours are critical. It says to people who are coming out, this community cares.
Mr. Garcia contact us, say, this young man just come out from the prison for 20 years. And he have nothing. He need a jacket, he need a new pant, he need a belt, he need the shoes.
And he says, well, give me your sizes. So I gave him my sizes. And he goes, I'm gonna call you, so make sure you answer your phone. I told Mr. Garcia that day, I said, you know what, I don't trust you, I don't know you, but I'm gonna have faith, and I hope you don't hurt me.
I stopped by and give him the new clothes, everything he requests.
Angela's Angela. She shows up with this big smile, and she's, I hope this fits, and she's breaking out these clothes, and she's like, hey, let me take a picture with you, and I'm so happy you're here. And she's all like excited, you know, and I'm like, whoa, this is like kind of overwhelming for me, like, okay. And I'm thinking, man, am I gonna get a bill for this? How am I gonna pay for this? What's going on here, right? I'm experiencing all this kindness, and I'm like overwhelmed, right? Because I'm not expecting any of this stuff, right?
And then he handed me this card, and I think you know.
So we were first in and first out because this is a central hub that feeds all the food banks in, I'm not sure, pretty much all of Seattle, or King County at least. And all our organizations will come and line up. And it becomes a zoo here. And it's important to get here early, load up, and get our day going.
Mr. Garcia come to us, say, can you guys help? They need some fresh fruits and and vegetable instead of all the canned food. Oh, Michael.
Yes.
Banana today.
Today we got lucky. Mr. Garcia looked, I showed him all my certificates and my accomplishments, and that's what ended up leading to Hunger Relief 2.0.
Last year, 2021 is 2.0, hunger relief. And then I starting to work with Michael Ferrer.
We just left Food Line. Right now we're going to go meet Tzu Chi, Angela, over at wholesale supermarket to pick up some more food. Hunger Relief 2.0. We ran for 30 weeks, 1,000 pounds of food a week. Tzu Chi was there providing us with maintenance on the vehicle, fuel in the vehicle, food. It takes so much from so many to make this day happen. Hey, Angela. Hello.
It's time. The yellow light. You better stop.
Thank you.
too bad. I filled out mine 60
Really? Wow.
yesterday.
Hey, I fill up mine. $8 to fill my tank, Angela.
Motorcycle.
$8. It feels good to get Hunger Relief 3.0 launched finally. Today's the first Thursday of 25 of them to come, which we're really excited to do. Hunger Relief 3.0, and there's like all these people come together. We had a private donor come up. Hey, you know, I have this van that I don't use anymore. I would like to donate this van, and here's these signs. And then Tzu Chi's like, okay, well, how many miles and how much fuel and how many stops, and I figure all those logistics and say, okay, well, this is what's going to be needed. And Tzu Chi puts it all together, and they're like, okay, here it is. And they don't question it. They're just like, go do it. We're off and running every Thursday, delivering food to what I call my brothers and sisters, right? That's what I call them, my brothers and sisters, because they've been where I've been. I always say we're here delivering hope or delivering smiles. All the heavy stuff?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. I'm doing good.
Good.
Good to see you.
It's good to be here, man, isn't it?
You always got a good smile.
Man.
If I put this chewing out, I'll start smiling.
I got a pocket full of sunshine and a bucket full of good attitude.
Amen, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Because the quality of food out here, no matter if it's one, is so much better than what it was inside. Fresh fruit, everything in there, the majority of things in there are processed. When you don't see fresh fruit for so long, and then all of a sudden, wow, right? The taste is it's just all the way around comforting. When's the last time you had fresh fruit?
Aside from prison? Years.
Years.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I already know.
And it's not fresh in prison either.
No, it's not. So when's the last year you had a fresh fruit, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go back over a decade.
I already know. Isn't that crazy? When we see fresh fruit now?
Yeah.
Take what you need, man.
Especially like strawberries this time of year.
How much are those at the store? I can't afford them.
I don't even want to know.
You know? So I know the value of what these men and women feel when we deliver this food. That's why it's so important to get up at 4 in the morning and run this day out, being of service to others. Because I know that somebody that gonna get this food today, that might be their only meal today.
I appreciate it.
Be a volunteer, a good volunteer. You need to have a compassionate heart and be consistent. And Michael has this kind of patience, and he can do it.
Come on in. Oh, here, let me lead the way. I've been out 644 days, but every time I see one of my brothers and sisters, it's like it's my first day out, because I see the fear and the hunger in their eyes. I know when I got fresh stuff, and if I was having a bad day, it brought hope and it brought happiness. And then allowed me to get recentered and have strength to finish that day. Truly, the food truly is that much. Truly. Future plans, continue to learn to love myself, continue to be coachable, humble, to provide support to 1,000 people more than I've ever hurt.
Because of the pandemic's disruption and the cost of daily necessities and housing continually rising due to inflation, more and more people are struggling financially, not just vulnerable groups. Often, this means that even having enough food to eat can be a problem. Vulnerable parents may skip meals to ensure their children will eat, wishing for a miracle to ease the constant pressure of lacking sufficient resources to feed their families. We can be their miracle. The following 2 videos will take us back to the East Coast to witness how Tzu Chi's food distributions are helping to ease food insecurity. However, the current economic situation is not the only reason people may need charity assistance. Health issues, unemployment, an accident. Such unforeseen events are part of the unpredictable nature of life and can all strike without warning. Yet no family should suffer hunger as a result if we show our care. Through the videos, you'll also see how our charity food programs nurture community volunteerism. Indeed, people discover a joy they had never experienced before as they give of themselves to help others. We invite you to awaken this joy by donating to support our charity missions. Together, let's ensure that struggling families always have food to put on their tables.
Today here we are doing monthly food distribution. For the last 2 years and 2 months, we helped more than 2,000 families, 60,000 pounds food.
Every month, the third Saturday, we do the distribution. I'm doing the ID check. People always come earlier.
Para mí es muy importante porque soy mamá soltera. Tengo 2 muchachos y tengo mi mamá. Esto me ayuda muchísimo, cosas que puedo usar durante todo el mes.
Our package, about 25 pound food. We have milk, rice, black bean, vegetable oil, corn flour.
Because of the pandemic, lots of people lost their work and they don't have food to support their families.
Trabajo de limpieza de casa días sí, días no. Lo que nos dan complementa lo que yo no trabajo toda la semana.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está? ¿Para cuántas familias? Para una. Primera vez que supe de la organización, estaban dando comida y mamá decidió ir a ver qué tal, qué le daban. Aquí tiene. Siguiente estación.
Melanie received our help and then stand up, says anything I can do to help the community.
¿Su apellido? Un día mamá dijo, deberías voluntariarte. Y dije, es una oportunidad muy perfecta para mí para poder ayudar.
In Tzu Chi philosophy, we try to help poor people to stand up.
I've been Tzu Chi about more than 20 years. On the 2019, I do the whole body check. They say, look at you have the stomach cancer. They open, take out 2 organs. After surgery, I think, okay, this is somebody told me something. They give me health. They need me continue doing what I'm doing.
I'm here today because I was living in Rockville and there was a bad flood, lost everything. They blessed all those people who lost everything on the bottom floors. What about $800 per family?
She drove all the way to return the piggy bank.
I'm sure you're doing the right thing. I said I promised that I would fill this can up and I would bring it right back to show that I was very grateful for what they did.
So, would you mind writing down your name?
Thank you.
Yes. Muy importante lo que ellos hacen. A todos nos beneficia bastante.
Esto es muy, muy importante para las personas que no tenemos el ingreso suficiente como para sobrevivir.
I'm not a healthy person, but the reason I help just because I think before I die, I need to do something. Things I can do, I just do. So this is the same person, right?
Yes. Acá me di cuenta de que me encanta ayudar a las personas, ya sea ser trabajadora social, ser abogada de inmigración. En cualquier carrera que yo tome, tendré la oportunidad de ayudar a mi comunidad. Mi plan es quedarme con la organización para brindar ayuda y poder tener esa oportunidad de viajar y ayudar a aquellas otras personas que cuando lo necesiten.
Today is the 12th anniversary of Food Pantry, and I think that we have made a lot of improvement. And during these years, a lot of volunteers, either they're coming from the community or from the Chinese school. Volunteers, children, they're growing up, so they've been coming to help.
live in a condo development right across from here. And at one point we were parking our cars in this parking lot because they were working. And my husband and I looked and saw lines of cars and people getting food. And it just like, wow, we didn't even know this existed.
Over 3 years ago, I went to the farmer's market, which was near where Tzu Chi is. So I saw the yellow sign on the way to the farmer's market. So I went home and checked the internet and find out their education, food pantry, and other activities. So I came, and that day was Friday, which was the food pantry day. So they thought I came to volunteer. So they brought me here. So I started volunteering since then.
Several years ago, I lost my job, and then shortly after that, I became ill. That's when I found about the organization, and I started coming here.
Those are the team from New York, 360.
It's a very simple process. Bring it outside. They give people more and more food outside, a lot of produce and things like that. It's a nice amount of food, and it's healthy food.
You get the squash, you get the potatoes, you get celeries, beets, and now the operation is from the car. So you just drive by and you don't even have to get out of the car. You open the trunk, and all the food is put in the trunk.
I think one big part about Tzu Chi is the charity, right? Like you're giving time, giving, your physical, body to help. And some of us actually take this day off, just, have this day to just come and work together.
And I saw how dedicated they were and how old they were. And some of them are handicapped or disabled, and they keep doing it. So after I come back, I feel very good about myself. So I started out helping others, but I think this is helping me actually.
So you just jump in, and and the people are so gracious. I walk here and I get these big hellos, and it's just wonderful. And the bubble I used to live in, I feel like I'm breaking out of that bubble.
Well, we all need the help. At some point, we all are hit sometimes by, the economy or health issues or work issues. The world needs more organizations like this.
Happy 12th anniversary.
Salut d'amour, or Love's Greeting, is the title of our next musical performance, a violin solo by Elizabeth Wei. It truly brings the core of Tzu Chi's humanitarian work into focus. That focus is love. Unconditional love, or compassion in action, as is expressed in the Buddhist Tzu Chi Foundation's very name, since in Chinese, Tzu means compassion and Chi means relief. In her wisdom, Tzu Chi's founder, Dharma Master Cheng Yang, a Buddhist nun, observed the cycle of cause and effect when it comes to people needing charity care. Health issues are among the reasons people can spin into poverty, but even undiagnosed vision problems can decrease life's opportunities. The video after Wei's performance will show how Tzu Chi's mobile vision care programs are providing eye tests and free prescription glasses for underprivileged children who need them. The corrected eyesight improves students' academic performance with far-reaching benefits. With your support, Tzu Chi's aid, which takes a long and holistic view of needs, can continue and expand, helping more families, more people who might have felt left behind, and more children wishing for a better future.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Wei. I'm so excited to be collaborating with Tzu Chi today with this performance of Edward Elgar's Salut d'amour, also known as Love's Greeting. My connection with Tzu Chi comes through family and friends who have all been longtime supporters and part of the Tzu Chi organization. Growing up, Tzu Chi has always been a part of my community. I've known it for its Chinese school, but also for all the charity work it does around my area. I hope that through this collaboration, you will be able to see how we can support one another and be able to spread messages of love and warmth through music. I hope you consider collaborating with Tzu Chi in the future, and I hope you enjoy this performance.
So we are in the public school 241. It's institution of Manhattan, and it's a STEM-focused school.
I did something special that I got new glasses from the band. E, F, or Z.
You're doing fine. What about these?
F, O, Z. What it's like don't have glasses is I can't see anything far away. Like look, like if there's a letter far away and if it's small, very small, I can't see it. I would be like this.
You don't know?
It's like you cannot see anything. It's like it's blurry to you. Everything's blurry to you.
Johnny, okay?
To not have glasses in class is kind of a big deal because if you have no glasses in class, is that some kids can't even pay attention. Sometimes they talk too much when they have no glasses. They're not really concentrated.
他妈 Master Chen Yan say poverty and sickness are intertwined to each other in the downhill cycles. If they cannot see in the classes, they cannot focus on the academics.
What a wonderful experience that our children was able to have today. They was able to test our students. They was able to manufacture the glasses today. It was a great experience for our students. They was excited, and it was a great opportunity for students who don't have an opportunity to be able to go into a doctor. So Optical Vision brought everything in the building today.
I can see so good.
Yeah, that's really good.
It helps me school to see more better if something that I can't see, like math, and then I don't know that number and I want to answer it, but I answer it wrong. But with the glasses, I can do it more better.
With my new glasses, I'll probably be able to do better in the state tests next week. I hope I get a good grade.
I can't read without my glasses, and now I can do that. And I can write. I cannot write without my glasses, but I can do that now.
Our next stop on this Giving Tuesday journey will take us across the Atlantic Ocean to Europe. Early in 2022, Russia launched an invasion of Ukraine and a war erupted, followed by an exodus of fleeing citizens. Due to policies established by the government, most of Ukrainians escaping were women, children, and the elderly. They marched into the unknown, many carrying their pets rather than enough clothes, the sound of explosions propelling them forward with haste, while most of the men, husbands, sons, fathers, were forced to stay behind. The latest international humanitarian crisis was upon us as the traumatized Ukrainians flooded the neighboring European countries. The enormity of needs descended on the global relief community without warning, yet it responded, Tzu Chi among them, right from the start. Our next performance is special, as the Gavra family members are not professional singers. They are 4 generations of a Ukrainian family currently living in Brooklyn under Tzu Chi's care. They will sing a popular Ukrainian song. We'll then watch a video summarizing how Tzu Chi's mission of aid for Ukrainians evolved. The first phase distributed over $13.9 million in shopping and cash cards across Poland. The assistance per family was enough to cover the cost of groceries for several months and accommodate some other living expenses. But first, let's listen to our Ukrainian friends.
Ми жили в вільній, квітучій Україні. Коли на нас напала Росія, ми приїхали до Польщі. В Польщі вчиться мій внук Джордж. Він там волонтери разом з цією організацією. Вони допомагають біженцям з України, їздять по різним містам. Коли ми приїхали в Нью-Йорк, ми теж звернулися до цієї організації, яка нам допомогла, за що ми їй дуже дякуємо. Ми зібралися тут для того, щоб підтримати цю організацію і закликати всіх людей приєднатися до підтримання всіх біженців всього світу. А зараз ми заспіваємо пісню «Ой, у лузі червона калина».
Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася, чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо. Марширують наші добровольці у кривавий стан, визволяти братів українців з ворожих кайдан. А ми наших братів українців визволимо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо. Не хилися, червона
Гоп! Перлина, Україна, на весь світ одна єдина. Перлина, Україна, на весь світ одна єдина.
On February 24th, 2022, Russia launched an invasion of Ukraine. A war between the two countries erupted, prompting millions of Ukrainians to flee, the majority of them women and children, and the elderly.
This is the waiting area to go through the customs services.
We are waiting here for 3 nights.
International aid mobilized within hours, welcoming Ukrainians arriving in neighboring countries.
Ja zostanę na dworcu dotąd, dopóki będę potrzebna.
It's really amazing the work they're doing. Gratitude, respect and love.
Tzu Chi volunteers from the US, Turkey, and across Europe gathered in Poland, then Moldova, and Romania.
我心里其实非常的兴奋，因为我们终于能够到前面的地方，能够去帮助这些流落家乡的人，这些乌克兰的人。
Across Poland, Tzu Chi distributed gift shopping cards that helped displaced Ukrainians get what they need immediately.
Але дуже приємно і дуже неочікувано.
因为我们是做3场发放的，非常的成功，达到90%几以上的出席率。拜拜。
You gave like 3 cards for my family, and each of those people also received. Bye-bye.
From April to July, Tzu Chi provided $13,940,542 in shopping cards. The emergency relief reaching Warsaw, Poznan, Szczecin, Lublin, and Opole, benefiting about 80,000 people.
Те, що ми отримали фінансову допомогу, це дуже багато, але я найбільше отримала це та саме підтримка.
Tzu Chi expanded its aid by signing memorandums of understanding with 11 NGOs, forging strategic partnerships.
Здесь мы занимаемся сортировкой, упаковкой продуктов, вещей, всего необходимого для того, чтобы отправить это все в Украину.
In August, Airlink flew the first batch of aid supplies from Tzu Chi USA HQ in the US to Romania, from where Israel drove them to 3 cities in Ukraine.
Long-term compassionate support is the most important successful partnership.
In collaboration with the Polish Women Can Foundation, the Safe Haven program is providing various services and support to help Ukrainian mothers and children adapt to life in Poland.
No, gdyby nie Fundacja Tzu Chi, to po prostu tego miejsca by nie było, bo dzięki grantowi, który dostaliśmy od fundacji, mogliśmy to miejsce stworzyć, więc nie byłoby tych wszystkich osób, którym już pomogliśmy.
Такі заняття, як український фольклор, де дітки вивчають віршики, скоромовки, казочки. Для чого це? Тобто метою ми ставимо, щоб вони поповнювали словарний запас свій, щоб вони проявляли якісь творчі та художні здібності. Вони знімають напругу з тілом, тому що діти зараз бувають відчувають і тривогу, і страх.
Взагалі курси польської дуже потрібні. Це таке нагальне питання для всіх, хто приїхав з України. Треба вчити польською в сенсі спілкування, в сенсі пошуку роботи. Власне, син зламав ногу, і треба було багато спілкуватися з лікарями. І, звичайно, знання польської навіть на початковому рівні дуже допомогло, тому що
The Chameleons are introducing Tzu Chi Education Foundation's Character Education curriculum to help the displaced children develop character and positive values that enhance recovery from the trauma of war.
Moral education, we would like the children to know their value, and they start from gratitude, and there is also kindness, brave, and also to know respect.
Дітей, які приїхали з війни, це дуже програма допомагає, тому що вони приїхали дуже закриті, дуже втомлені і агресивні. Вони не хотіли спілкуватися з нами. Але з часом, коли ми почали приходити, почали з ними спілкуватися, діти почали розкриватися.
И я вижу результаты, я вижу, что он теперь часто говорит мне спасибо, спасибо, спасибо. Он, когда что-то хочет взять, спрашивает, не просто берет, хватает, а спрашивает, более стал вежливый. Мне как маме это очень приятно, потому что воспитанный ребенок для мамы это всегда очень приятно. Также ему так легче в общении со сверстниками, когда он умеет договариваться.
From responsive emergency relief to vigilant care that meets evolving needs, Tzu Chi volunteers uphold their promise to be among the first to arrive and the last to leave.
I am Makeda Rose, and this is my fiancé, Yaroslav Leschuk. The Tzu Chi Foundation has provided a platform for us to share our unique story, to love without boundaries. On February 24th, when the Russian invasion first started, we were separated and did not know when we would see each other again. 9 months later, Yaro is still in Ukraine. In May of this year, I traveled to Lviv, Ukraine, to see Yaro and firsthand experience the love and support given to the people of Ukraine by foundations like Tzu Chi. Yaro and I have stayed together through distance, COVID, and now war. Regardless of culture, language, and color, we love each other. My wish is for all people who have been displaced from their countries to feel the love from people like me and to be reunited with their families and their homes. Slava Bohu, Slava Ukraina.
Ой, у лузі червоно калина похилилась їй. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилась я. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо. А ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо.
Thank you, Makeda Rose, for also joining us and sharing your precious message. This spirit of human unity beyond divisions is also at the root of Tzu Chi. Today, Tzu Chi USA's aid for displaced Ukrainians extends beyond Poland to the United States, with several individual charity care cases in different states. We're glad you can meet the Havrovs, who are just one of Ukrainian family now living here and receiving Tzu Chi support as they adapt to life in a foreign land. For our final performances today, Broadway veteran Bart Shatto and friends return to sing Give Love. This song is a classic for all Tzu Chi volunteers on their path of compassion and action and service, and it is about the invisible power of love, the language of our souls, which heals all suffering and pain.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening and showing solidarity for so many important causes. Every day, Tzu Chi volunteers work hard to heal suffering and meaningful work, but they can't do it alone. Donate today at tzuchi.us/Giving Tuesday, because when we come together, we really can make a world of difference.
Love's the language of our soul. Love's held in hearts, not hands alone.
Love's our small wish for you to enjoy. We wish you forever peace and joy. Love walks tall while sharing smiles. Love's found in silent gratitude's eyes.
Love's giving more than yesterday, believing strong, brave, and not afraid.
Give love openly As the sun shines warm light on you and me, across every distance, so shall our love dare to dance. Spread love readily, pave a long road ahead tenderly. Your soothing blessings heal all pain and suffering.
Openly,
as the sun shines warm light on you and me, across every distance, so shall our love dare to dance. Spread love readily, pave the long road ahead tenderly. Your soothing blessings heal all pain and suffering. Your soothing blessings heal all pain and suffering. Give love openly.
And now, as our journey and program draw to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on why we've gathered together for this Tzu Chi USA 2022 Giving Tuesday charity concert. Giving Tuesday is about acknowledging the good work of nonprofit organizations through a donation that will help them continue to fulfill their missions. We invite you to bring the force of your support to Tzu Chi USA's missions and continue efforts to relieve suffering with steadfast and attentive care. Because of people like yourself, Tzu Chi USA could do all the good work it did in 2022. Our volunteers are ready to serve in 2023. Empowered by your generosity and love, we can always be ready to be the light of hope and a helping hand in times of need. Join hands and hearts with us, and let's send ripples of love into every dark corner to banish suffering, pain, and distress. Happy Giving Tuesday. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your precious support.
you.